Have you heard about the whirlwind that is shaking up the Formula One world? Lewis Hamilton's jaw-dropping move to Ferrari for the next season. I mean, seriously, who saw that coming? It's like F1 just got hit by a hurricane, and everyone's left in awe. Now, let's hear it straight from the legend himself, Jenson Button. Buckle up, folks, because Jenson's got some honest reactions and insights about Hamilton's jaw-dropping decision. We're about to spill the tea on how the F1 landscape might just never be the same again. Ready for the ride? Let's roll into Jenson Button's unfiltered take on this. Jenson Button is as surprised as the rest of us about Lewis Hamilton making the leap to Ferrari. Massive news, right? Jenson dives into the magnitude of this decision, underlining that if Lewis stuck with Mercedes, it would have been business as usual. But nope, he's taken the road everyone only dreams of doing. Button spills the beans on the Hamilton's move is creating his F1 career. Fans are on the edge of their seats, eyes glued to the unfolding story between Hamilton and Charles Leclerc, especially with that existing contract in the mix. Jenson's got a point. Switching teams after a long successful career with Mercedes, that's a gutsy move, and he tips his hat to Hamilton for taking on the challenge. It's a game changer for the sport, injecting a hefty dose of excitement. But hey, it's not all roses. Moving from a familiar garage to a new one is no walk in the park. Kudos to Lewis for making the jump and keeping us all on our toes for what is to come. Because when legends like Jenson Button are surprised, you know it's a big deal in the fast-paced world of Formula One. Hamilton's exit from Mercedes. 12 years with one team in F1, and that team is none other than Mercedes. Hamilton's time with Mercedes is longer than most racers' entire F1 careers. It's an era filled with triumphs, records shattered, and a legacy etched in the Silver Arrow's history. Now, why the switch to Ferrari? Button speculates that after achieving the unimaginable with Mercedes, Hamilton might be itching for a new challenge, a fresh chapter in the racing saga. It's like hitting your career goals and deciding, hey, let's shake things up. But instead of retiring, Hamilton's steering into the unknown, trading what he has known all his F1 career for the scarlet allure of Ferrari.
I think, obviously 12 years at Mercedes is longer than most people ever spend in Formula One. To spend it with one team and achieve what they have, maybe he also wanted something different, to spice it up a little bit. We all get to that point in our career, it's like, you know what, I've done what I set out to achieve, and you choose to retire. Whereas he's gone the other route and gone, you know what, I feel like I need a change, I'm going to go to Ferrari. So it's a big deal, and I cannot wait to see how he goes in the Ferrari. The weird thing is that it's quite an early call though, right? To mention it this early on, not that it has been mentioned yet, hopefully later today, but it's a year before he'll be stepping into the Ferrari. So how is the atmosphere going to be at Mercedes?
The timing though, Jenson raises an eyebrow at the early call. A whole year before the lights go green once more, and Hamilton's already making waves. What's the atmosphere going to be like at Mercedes for the rest of the year? How do you keep the engine roaring smoothly when there's a looming Ferrari-shaped cloud going for your best driver on the horizon? Button speculates on what happens behind the scenes. What information will they be sharing with Lewis, who already knows the Mercedes playbook inside out? Will there be secrets held back to him this season, adding an extra layer of suspense to the drama? And what about George Russell, gearing up for a potential new teammate? Could it be a rival like Alex Albon or Fernando Alonso? Only time will tell. We think Mercedes should go for Esteban Ocon for the 2025 season. He is a fresh face with plenty of promise. Ocon could be the perfect complement to Russell. Young, talented, and eager. This duo might just be the injection of youthful energy the team needs. They could not also go with Valtteri Bottas. Could Bottas make a switch to join Russell? A seasoned driver with knowledge of the Mercedes engine, he might bring a strategic edge to the team. His experience could provide valuable mentorship to Russell, creating a dynamic duo that balances wisdom and raw speed. Hold on, F1 enthusiasts, before you hit that exit button, we want to hear from you. What are your predictions for the next F1 season? Do you agree with Jenson's take on Hamilton's move? Or do you have a different perspective burning in your racing soul? Don't keep those thoughts locked away in the pit stop. Unleash them in the comments. Whether you're a die-hard Lewis fan, a Ferrari aficionado, or just someone who loves the thrill of high-speed drama, Your voice matters in this conversation. So, hit us up down below, share your racing wisdom, your wild speculations, or maybe just drop a racing emoji to show your excitement. The F1 For You community is all ears, or should we say wheels? Let's keep this F1 party going! Everyone's dream. Jensen also reminisced about his own close call of being a part of the iconic red team, a complete parallel to the dream Lewis is about to fulfill. It's like a childhood dream coming true, and Jensen wonders if this move is Lewis completing a legacy, a dream that every racing fan has dreamt of as a child. Stepping into those coveted red overalls, Jensen gets real about the universal allure of Ferrari. I mean, come on, we've all been kids dreaming of racing for the red team, right? It's not just a team, it's a legacy, a symbol of racing glory. Jensen might have missed the chance to wear Ferrari colors, but he knows this move is something else, something special for Hamilton. Jensen tips his hat to Lewis, acknowledging the challenge of not just changing teams, but diving into a different culture, a different language at Ferrari. It's not just a team switch, it's a full-on adventure. Jensen shows his excitement for what is to come, and you should be too. Hamilton, at the peak of his game, taking on a new challenge with the confidence of a champion. The prospect of Lewis driving alongside the talented Charles Leclerc at Ferrari, now that is a sight to be excited for.
But having this shift to Ferrari is massive. I think it's great for the sport. Everyone's going to have their eyes on Formula One, especially Ferrari and Lewis, but also how he does up against Charles Leclerc, who has the contract. So I'm guessing he's the one that's going to be alongside Lewis at Ferrari. It's a big deal making this change in your career when you've been with one team for so long to suddenly jump into someone else's team. It's tough. So fair play to Lewis. It's a toughie.
And there you have it, F1 For You speedsters. We've navigated the twists and turns of the F1 universe with Jensen Button, dissecting the shockwaves of Hamilton's move, unraveling the mysteries of team dynamics, and even tossing in some dream team speculations. As we rev our engines for the upcoming season, the excitement is palpable. Will Hamilton conquer the Ferrari challenge? Who will join him in George in the cockpit? The F1 drama is just getting started, and you know we'll be right here at F1 For You, bringing you the latest, the juiciest, and the most thrilling updates from the fast-paced world of Formula One. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, slam the like if you've enjoyed the ride, and drop your comments below. What are your thoughts on Hamilton's move? Who do you see as the perfect teammate for him? Let's keep this conversation burning. Until next time, F1 For You fam, catch you at the finish line, where the rubber meets the road and the adrenaline never stops flowing. Stay fast, stay furious!